Oh boy, this is awkward. When was the last time I showed my face on this channel, huh? Well, I'm assuming you've seen the title of this video, you kind of know what it's all about already, and I don't know if there's even any reason for me to explain it any further than whatever. I don't know, I just kind of felt like it was maybe necessary to officialize it, not so much because I guess some people have noticed over the course of the last year or so, maybe even longer, that I haven't been burping and pooping as much in my videos lately. By pooping, I mean farting. That's just what we called farts when I was a kid. Anyway. Yeah, I haven't been doing... I know as recently as Tears of the Kingdom, I have videos that have farts in them. That one really long, spluttery one where I was diving down anyway. I remember that. So that one couldn't have been more than a year ago. 2025 has kind of been a year of letting go so far. You know, we've seen Coliseum disband, we've seen Steven vlog, it's not posting like daily vlogs and stuff anymore, you know, and so maybe I thought, this might be a topical time or an ideal time for me to kind of say, okay, maybe I'm going to let go of a few things too, and one of those things is what I affectionately call here the bathroom identity. Yeah, the bathroom identity, I guess that works. I've had days going back to like even 7, 8, 10 years ago where I felt this way, where I was kind of like, where I didn't want the toilet or whatever, I didn't want toilet humor to be my entire identity. And sometimes I got the feeling that in some people's eyes, that was my entire identity. I was just, the toilet humor guy. And I will always think the toilet humor is funny. Like, that's not changing or anything. I will always think that farts are funnier than burps. I will always go listen to the Diarrhea God on YouTube if I need a good laugh. He's pretty good. He's got some good farts on there, let me tell you. Yeah, I just kind of feel like that's not really... I don't know if that's what I want to be anymore. Like, I'm still... Well, like I said, I'll still think it's funny. I mean, I might still use that toilet clip of the guy saying the toilet, but half of the reason that that's funny is not even because of toilet humor. It's like because it's an old man that sounds all professional and he's saying the toilet.
The toilet.
And it's just like, who is this guy? What is the deal here? If anyone doesn't know what that's from and you've seen it, it's from Ode to the Commode. Look it up. I don't know, it's like I knew going into this that there wasn't going to be a lot to say about it, and yet here I'm sitting here like, okay, what else is there to really say? I mean, basically what I'm saying is that from now on, I'm not leaving farts and burps in my videos anymore. I'm probably not going to be singing dump lyrics much either. It might happen on a stream here and there because, on a stream anything can happen and you say the first thing that comes to your mind. You never know what's going to come out. But I'm just kind of trying not to make a big deal out of it and just kind of just try to be more myself. Because the other thing that I keep thinking is like, and I don't know if I'm thinking of this from my point of view or other people's point of view, but like what I keep thinking is if I'm not the bathroom guy, then who am I? And it's like, have I even really attempted to figure that out? I feel like there is a lot to me though. I mean, the Bimothy Tishup channel that I started, that's definitely me. But, like, I'm not sure. Like, I guess there's only so many things in the world that a person can be. It's like you can be nice, you can be cynical, you can be a total dickwad, or you can just be, like, totally badass. Or you can just be, like, really sweet and sensitive. Or you could be a good singer, or you could be this and that. I don't know. See the way my eyes are darting all around. I don't normally do this. I mean, yes, I do normally do that, but I don't normally do this. I don't know what this and that even is anymore. I'm going to take a drink. And I know that a lot of people, especially like people who watch TRG, tend to like me for those reasons. And I think part of that is because on TRG, I'm not so much the fart guy. Like I am sometimes, but for the most part, I'm like, the quiet guy who just kind of, chimes in once in a while with something crazy and then goes on about his day, Yeah, so maybe that's why all the, comments on TRG always seem to recognize other things about me besides... the toilet stuff. But like I said before, I'm always going to think that shit's funny. But I'm just not, I just don't feel like wearing it on my sleeve anymore, And It's a lot of little things too. I could go into detail about what has made me decide to do this, but it's something I've kind of wanted to do for a while. It's like I was about to say, I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it, but I don't know if I necessarily want to get rid of it. I just don't want to be putting it on display for people, you know, because I still think farts are funny. A lot of my friends, I can't imagine them farting in videos. Just, it would be kind of gross. It would almost be like too much, like oversharing or something. And it's like, I know that I've sort of branded myself to be that, but it doesn't make it any less gross, kind of. It's almost like there are some things that you just kind of would rather keep to yourself, and that's started to become one of those things lately for me. It's just like, I don't know, I guess maybe I'm finally growing up. I don't know. It could be that too. I mean, a little late to the party there, but what are you going to do? So if anybody wonders, because some people have noticed why there haven't been any burps or farts in the videos lately, that's why. It's an executive decision that I made of my own free will. I'm not being held hostage or anything like that. Just wanted to kind of change it up. I didn't want to be, because I don't know, like, I know that it seems judgmental to say things like this, and maybe it is, but sometimes I feel like farting and burping is kind of synonymous with immaturity. And I know there's definitely arguments to be made against that. Like, I'm not in high school anymore. I don't have to, hell, even when I was in high school, I was letting them rip, though. That one time I farted in Spanish, you know, and then Michael was like, ooh, ooh. It's just like I was saying before, though. I just don't want, like, I mean, I still think that stuff is funny. I just don't want that to be all there is to me. You know, I don't want that to be the extent of my identity. I don't want to live and die having been just the toilet guy, because there's plenty of other people who have done that, and to much better effect than I have. So the other thing of it is, like, I don't like to come on here and say I'm getting rid of this and then not have something in mind to replace it with, you know, because it's like, okay, what am I going to replace it with? But then I guess, you know, I have been trying to be more, I don't know. It's like your mood changes from day to day. It's like you might say, overall, I want to be more introspective and things like that. But every now and then you sit down and record and you're just not feeling introspective. And so that doesn't come out in that particular video. But you still have this overarching goal of like, yeah, I want to be more like that. Like, I want to talk more about the past and about my feelings about the world and how it feels when, you know, like in one of the Pokemon videos, I was talking about the whole Ranboob thing and how I wished I could go to the house and just be there because recording stuff is awesome and you're immortalizing these memories. And I start going into all this weird shit about it. And I'm just like, this is the kind of stuff I want to talk about, you know, about introspective crap. I know introspective is such a blanket word. I hate even saying it because of what a blanket word it is, because it's like, oh, you're in here. Yeah. You got some far off look on your face, you know. Quoting 2021 vlogs there, don't mind me. I don't know how much longer I'm going to sit here and record. How am I up to 11 minutes already? What the frick frack, man? It's hard to tell, you know, when you're like, you know, even semi-popular, it's hard to tell what the general public really thinks or what they want or what they would prefer. And I know it's not about that, so I know I should just make videos for myself. But even if I was making them just for myself, I'm pretty sure that I think I've just kind of had enough of doing the same crap over and over again. The dump lyrics thing, it's become a habit because I've done it all my life, so I've kind of tried to stop myself. I do catch myself doing it and then I stop myself. You know, as much as I talk about how predictability is like the opposite of free will, hell, I'm the most predictable person in the world, and I want to stop being predictable, man. You know, because I always felt like the purpose of my life was to bring comfort to the world in any way that I could, and people always leave me comments saying that I do that for them, and it's like the nicest thing, you know. And I much prefer that to being like, oh God, you're so funny, or make more jump lyrics, or in the bathroom and all that stuff. I mean, I'll probably still say in the bathroom here and there, but like, I don't know. If I'm being honest, you know, every time someone brings up Conker's Bad Fur Day, it's like I just cringe because I don't feel like that's who I am. That was me putting on a big show, you know, milking that toilet humor for every little thing that it was worth, and I hate it. I hate that I did that, but, I mean, it worked, obviously, but still. It's just that I don't know if that's what I want to be known for. You know, that's going to be it, me laughing because, oh, ha, 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 it's a toilet, yeah, oh boy. Like, if people want to continue to throw bathroom humor back at me, that's totally fine. I mean, I encouraged it, so it's my fault. I'm not going to expect people to stop doing it or something. But I'm probably not going to be as responsive to it in the future. You know, I don't mean make this sound like something is dying here, like this is the end of an era or whatever, but I don't know, maybe it is. Don't they say every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end and all that crap? Yeah, but like, don't feel bad. Like, I don't want people to feel bad for coming in and saying they like Conker's Bad Fur Day, or, you know, asking me to say in the bathroom or whatever, because I've had that occasionally, and like, I do it and it's fine. But it's also sort of like, you know how there's bands out there that hate their most famous song? Like Smash Mouth, they probably hate All Star. Because like they'll go and play a concert and everybody will jump up and down to All Star, but once they play anything else, everybody just kind of sits down. I don't want to be Smash Mouth, and I don't want Conker's Bad Fur Day to be my All Star. Thank y'all for sticking with me for this long. And sorry if anybody, like, if you want to unsubscribe, I wouldn't blame you. You know, if that's what you were here for and you're not getting it anymore, I don't blame you. It's not your fault. I was, like I said before, I was the one who encouraged it. I made my own bed here. It's just that if I took every single thing that could potentially be irritating about what I do, like, I know I quote movies a lot, and sometimes I say, like, oh, name that movie, you know, after it, and like every time I see a song title, I'm like, oh, hey, that's track 3 from this album from 1996, you know, and it's like, sometimes when I see other people do that, like movie reactors, they'll say, oh, that's that actor that was in this 1982 film. He played alongside What's-Her-Face, and I'm just like, wow, your brain is so full of crap. But at the same time, it's like, I noticed that that's what I do too. So then why do I find it irritating if it's something that I do too? Maybe I'm irritated by myself. I don't know. Maybe I don't even realize how it's coming across when I say stuff like that, like, oh, name that movie, or, oh, hey, there's that movie, or this song came from this album, or whatever. It's when you get older, your brain just gets so full of information that you start just wanting to throw it out there because it's the only thing that's coming to your mind. I don't know. It's like we all have our own life experience, you know, and so what we do is kind of dictated by that a little bit. And I guess that is how the dump thing came to be in the first place. It was my dad that actually used to do it. He used to sing dump lyrics, but I'm still here, you know, like nothing's really changing here. I'm just kind of not farting and burping anymore. That's all there really is to it. So, poops. I'm not even like paying attention to where the cat, I know you're right there, but I'm sitting here looking around, you know, the blah, blah, blah. Oh, I might still keep doing that, this thing. Yeah, all that stupid crap, I'll keep doing that. I don't know. Anyway, see you later.